You no believe in God? What you pray? Whole bumbuckler place burn down youth and look upon the Bible. Still standing.
Proof of the Lord.
Still standing.
Bless up viewers and subs, law-abiding citizens, yard and abroad. Pleasant good morning, welcome back to the channel. So right now my viewers, the first thing on the topic this morning, St. James top cop vows to bring in wanted fugitive. Secondly, Chief Justice Brian Sykes about to turn out the Klansman case because of the police them with them shaky evidence. So viewers, this and more will be coming up in this morning's latest report. But first, St. James. New St. James Police Chief vows to emerge crime fight. Superintendent Carlos Russell, the acting St. James commander, is planning to ramp up the crime fight with a renewed push to flush out gangsters and lotto scammers and recover illegal guns in the island. The police division in the parish, home to the tourist capital of Montego Bay, recorded 106 slap away up to June the 12th, a year-on-year 3.42% increase, nearly twice as many as second place Westmoreland, which saw 65 homicides. We are putting in strategies to deal with crime situation, also the public order in the town of Montego Bay. Russell told the Gleaner yesterday, we are working with our intelligence, also our criminal investigation branch. We are targeting the gangsters, we are going after the guns, and we are also looking at the lotto scammers. He said that the community policing will play a key role in shoring up efforts to strengthen the relationship between the police and the citizens of the parish. Yesterday, the St. James Police released the names of several persons being sought for questioning in connection with active investigations. Among them is Tajay Clark, otherwise called Fathe, who is of a Surr3nder address in the parish and who cops believe can assist in the probe into a triple knockings committed in Rose Heights. Christopher Campbell and many more. Some viewers, the police them said them are going to step up them efforts, because them want them fugitive, yeah, them all knockings and clappings, yeah. So the police them in a St. James vow for bringing all of them wanted man, yeah, where you hear them name a call. So make we see what I go on now. Them did say them are going to bring them crime in a June. June still lingering. We not seen a move yet, but we still a hold on. Man escape robbery on church grounds in Manchester. A man is tonight counting his blessings after escaping an armed robber who attacked him as he left a church meeting in Cedar Grove district in Manchester. According to the preliminary reports, at around 7:30 p.m., the man was preparing to leave church when he was pounced upon by a gunman who demanded the key to his vehicle. The victim managed to escape in his motor car but was grazed by a bullet after his attacker opened some can at him. Some viewers, right now, this a go on and that a go on. All churchy man them a go rob you nowadays, my viewers. You have to look out, You have to look out on the eye, my viewers. You can't play dumb, blind and deaf, my viewers. Montego Bay has lost one of its icons to gunmen as the parish of St. James continued to bleed recently from over 100 knockings since the start of the year. Clive Skellington Lee, an expert and watches chain and welded rings, at least a victim of the onslaught being unleashed on the parish. Lee, 78, who had been a stamp in the history of Shamsa. So right now, my viewers, are crazy things and crazy knockings and clappings are going on, my viewers. Big things are going. But we have this and more, you know. So don't think so we don't have a whole heap of bag of things around here. But when you give one of them little, you know, we can't give everything one time. But we're not going to get all of the update them. We have phone in another section here. Cocaine, ammunition seized in St. James, woman in custody. Investigations from the Narcotics Division are probing the seizure of around 24 pounds of cocaine and a quantity of 9 rounds of ammunition during an anti-narcotics operation in Granville District, St. James on Wednesday. One woman was taken into custody. According to the police reports, about 6 p.m. a Toyota Prado motorcar was intercepted at a premises after attempts to elude the police failed. A search of the premises occupied by the female who was occupant of the vehicle resulted in a number of magazine 12 9mm cartridges being found inside a bedroom. The cocaine has an estimate in the street of US 550,000. The vehicle was also seized. Crime trending down in Portland, says police. Despite an increase in knockings and clappings across Jamaica, the commanding officer for Portland Division, Superintendent Kenneth Chin, the man who always keep Portland under wraps, said he is maintaining that the northeastern parish is still the safest place to do business, live and raise a family. Yeah, we're coming to Portland shortly. Yeah, man, we're coming to Portland shortly because we are going to build a house up there. Because right now we can't bother with Kingston, Spanish Town, St. Mary, all of them places there. Portland, we are come build a house, dream house. Don't worry, Mr. Police. Motorists shot and injured in attempt carjacking in Manchester. The police are probing a suspected case of attempt carjacking. Viewers, I'm telling you, them mania nah play. Yeah, man, a straight knockings and clappings them man upon man, my viewers. So you have to be careful out there upon the gravel. Now going on a vehicle, you have to look out on the yard, my viewers, round and about. But my viewers, the big topic of the day, is coming up right now. You don't know the whole Klangsman thing. You don't know Mr. Sykes already threatened for leg out back the 87 back them in the streets. So Monday, he might make them rolling. So viewers, keep on the fingers crossed, take out on the Bible and start pray. Because Mr. Sykes don't play when him come around here, Him just Lego people, If him job that, Him just Lego 87s, cause well, him now have nothing else to do. When I board the man with court cases and fake evidence, the man just let back 87. Anyway, I could hear what I go on with Mr. Sykes after saying, Sykes to rule whether alleged clan gangsters to answer to charges. Chief Justice Brian Sykes is expected to rule on Monday whether the 28 alleged members of the D0n faction of the Klansman girl will answer to a raft of charges for a serious criminal offense including knockings and arsons and extortions. The prosecution on Thursday completed its response to the no-case submission that were made by the defense lawyers representing the accused persons in the trial now underway in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. But despite the Crown insisting that they have potential and present all evidence that they have to provide, that the alleged gangsters committed these crimes, Sykes criticized the absence of evidentiary material, including photograph of crime scenes and flaws in the chain of custody of items that were collected from the crime scenes. The issue of flaws in the collection of evidence and the subsequent storage of such material was highlighted when the prosecutors sought to explain how the expert police witness prepared a ballistic report outlining linkage between crime scenes and firearms allegedly used by the gangsters. The cop had to testify that he examined about 10 crime scenes to which the prosecution had linked the defendant to. The witness had assumed that all the exams were recovered from when they were submitted to the forensic laboratory for testing and analysis. Prosecutors submitted that of the 10 crimes, there was testimony that indicate that material from 2 of those incidents seen were carried to the laboratory for examination. One of those crime scenes was that of the knockings of a man known as Dooley. He was allegedly taken out by members of a gang on Red Hills Road in St. Andrew in 2017. Prosecutors said police witness had testified to processing that scene. She testified that she picked up multiple spent shell casing that were packaged and sent off to storage for future analysis. There was also testimony from a policewoman who indicate that he took those spent shells casing to the laboratory for testing to be conducted. It is against the background why the prosecution is contending that the finding of ballistic reports is in agreement with evidence presented through the testimony of officers. However, Sykes intervened and inquired whether there were photographs of crime scene or any other documentation relative to the incident. No, replied one of the 4 prosecutors. Some of you, as a whole heap of things are going on in our case right now. It not even look pretty because there's a lot of missing photographs and a lot of documents still not ready. But I mean, my viewers, we don't know, you know, we have to just leave, you know, for do what we have to do and do what we the best. So the island top juries then asked whether the spent shell casing from the crime scenes or the ballistic certificates were tendered as evidence. In a response, the prosecutor said this was not done. This further frustrated Sykes, who remarked, "What we have here is a faith-based statement. It can't be that you have a homicide in Jamaica in the 21st century and no record can be found." Several of the police investigators were seemingly uneasy when that comment was made by the Justice Brian Sykes. One of the police witnesses had testified earlier in the trial that the photograph of the crime scenes of the knockings of Dooley could not be located. He claimed that the hard drive had developed a technical problem and the backup storage system had crashed. Meanwhile, the prosecutor submitted that there was evidence of material being collected regarding a double knockings at New Jersey Fishery in Spanish Town, St. Catherine in September 2017. In that incident, Jermaine Robinson, Cedar Wilder were both taken out in bed and their house was set ablaze, all allegedly by members of the gang. Boy, my viewers, trust me, a lot of things we see right here, so. All the thing about the firearm that was linked to another knockings recovered by the police on November the 17th, alleged in the possession of defender Tyree James. The weapon and the photograph from that scene of arson were tendered into evidence, argued the prosecution. Look at the constructs between the two incidents. Chalk and cheese. One is documented, while the other zero documentation of any kind commanded and commented by Sykes. At the juncture, a senior prosecutor submit that the Crown had presented all the evidence they had against the 28 defendants. The trial was adjourned until Monday, when the highly anticipated ruling on the no case submission is to be delivered. The 28 accused are being tried under the Criminal Justice Suppression Act. So viewers, we have just hold out until Monday for hear what I go down, because trust me, my viewers, this is going to be a ruling of a century. This is Spanish Town already under tense, Spanish Town already under fire from couple knockings and clappings. Right now, my viewers, I have to just keep on a finger crossed, I expect the best. So my viewers, me leave it up to you, if you just like, comment and subscribe, Turn on the post notification bell, and don't forget for always, at all time, leave a comment in our comment section. Like the video too, for YouTube recommendation. So YouTube can continue to recommend the video to other law-abiding citizens. So my viewers, want to watch the video to the end, because you might miss something we're very interesting and important. So I want to just continue to watch the video all the way to the end. Anyway, my viewers, bless up. Enough respect.